New overnight, police are investigating a double shooting in the Algonquin neighborhood. The LMPD says just after 1 this morning, officers were called to the 1600 block of Brashear Drive. That's where they found 2 male victims who'd been shot. One of them was pronounced dead on scene. The other was taken to a local hospital with what police consider to be non-life-threatening injuries. As of right now, police have made no arrests.
And this morning, thousands of people in Florida will be waking up to scenes like this after Hurricane Milton hit the state as a Category 3 storm. This video comes from Palm Beach Gardens, about 80 miles north of Miami. The National Weather Service in Florida believes multiple tornadoes touched down in that area. Roofs are ripped off, cars are flipped over, trees are bent sideways from the strong winds.
Now, those winds knocked out power to millions of people. Right now, the U.S. power outage map shows more than 3 million customers are in the dark. That's an increase of 1 million people just in the past hour. Now, Milton is being called a once-in-a-century storm, packing with it 120-mile-an-hour winds and surges upwards of 13 feet.
Right now, the National Hurricane Center says huge portions of west central Florida are under flash flood warnings due to how much rain is falling, and authorities are going through. They're checking for people. The center also says at least 19 tornadoes were reported before Milton made landfall. One area hit was St. Lucie near Fort Pierce on Florida's east coast. The county sheriff confirmed there are multiple fatalities at a senior community following a tornado outbreak. It's unclear how many people have died or how many others have been hurt. And again, authorities do say they are checking every house.
Our deputies are out here. The fire district is out here. We're going through the rubble. We're trying to provide recover anybody that we can.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says 9,000 National Guardsmen have been mobilized to respond to the storm, along with 1,400 search and rescue first responders. There are also 50,000 linemen on hand to help restore power.
So as Milton continues to move across the Florida Peninsula, people at St. Matthew's United Methodist Church are trying to help out from home. WHAS11's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Levi Hammer report.
A special service at St. Matthew's United Methodist Church about 1 hour before landfall.
For those who will bury the dead and comfort their loved ones.
Coming together in prayer.
Lord, give them compassion.
For those in the path of Hurricane Milton, hundreds of miles away.
People are asking the question, where is God in all of this? And I think tonight's an important reminder that God is with us, even during the most troubling times, that in the midst of disaster, we can turn to God and know that God is there.
Brenda Freilich has been going to this St. Matthew's Church for 50 years.
It's our home. It's our home church.
The Freilichs also have a home in eastern Florida that was boarded up by her neighbors in preparation of the Category 3 hurricane.
And I just got a warning on my ring that a tornado warning for us, which have been happening all day.
Watching the storm come in from her home church in Louisville, a Louisville native, Denise Vasquez Troutman, watches from her home in South Tampa.
The road is becoming an ocean, basically. There's probably about 8 inches in the actual street in front of my building, and the water's rising out of our pool.
Vasquez Troutman chose to stay in Tampa to be close to her children and dog.
We are Tampa strong.
A message of strength and faith spreading from Florida to Kentucky.
I just pray that they have the strength and the courage and just stay strong, you know, through all of this. And I know that the people in Florida are strong.
Floridians continue to brace for the rest of the storm to pass. Alex Dieterer, WHAS 11 on your side.
St. Matthew's United Church is putting together flood relief packages to send to Florida to help with victims of Milton. The church also sent relief supplies to the Carolinas to help with the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Now, if you'd like to donate, we do have a link in this story on our homepage.
Our sister station in Tampa, WTSP, is providing live coverage of Milton as it moves through Florida. You can stream right now with them on WHAS11.com or by downloading the WHAS 11 Plus app.
6 minutes after the hour now, arson investigators are searching for the cause of a massive fire that burned a nearly 200-year-old vacant church in downtown. You're looking at the scene from last night around 8 o'clock at St. Paul's German Evangelical Church on East Broadway near South Brook Street. The Louisville Fire Department says when the call came in, it was reported as a vacant structure with possible people hanging out of the window with smoke on the roof. Firefighters said within minutes of arriving, that fire grew significantly.
It's an old church like this, you know how they were built back a long time ago. You have heavy timber, and that stuff, once it gets burning, burns a lot.
Sims said there were reports of one victim, but they left the scene before they could get medical attention.
Fern Creek High School is adding new safety precautions for its home football games. In a letter sent to parents, Fern Creek said all guests will have to go through a metal detector before games. Fans also cannot wear any masks or bring backpacks or bags. Folks under 18 must have a student ID for the school's plane or be accompanied by a legal guardian. The new guidelines will be in place this Friday for Fern Creek's home game, and it comes after 2 teens were shot during a football game at a different school last month. One of those teens died from his injuries in the hospital. LMPD has said the suspects were wearing masks. No arrests have been made.
A man charged in the deadly shooting at JJ Food Mart last month will face a judge today. The LMPD says just after 4 yesterday, officers arrested William Irvin. According to court documents, Irvin shot 18-year-old Jarek Young after Young left the store on Dixie Highway. Police say Irvin then jumped in a waiting vehicle and sped off. Irvin's been charged with murder and is expected to appear in court at 9 o'clock this morning. He's being held on a $250,000 bond.